What's up with Montas? Where's he at with the shoulder right now?
So Frankie is going to have surgery. It is now scheduled for the 21st of this month, and then hopefully a few days after that he'll come join us.
When was this decision made, and what's been going on with him lately? I know he was shut down for a little while.
Yeah, it's been a couple different shutdowns where he was getting built up. Then he went out and saw Elatrash, who cleared him to go again. He was building back up, and just still wasn't quite right. So went back, and now we've gotten to the point where they're going to go in and they'll scope it, and then we'll have a better idea of the time frame. Once that happens on the 21st, and then hopefully he's here a few days later.
Here we go again. Brian Cashman. Here we go again. Brian Cashman. Brian Cashman. The MVP of the Athletics. You see, it didn't take a rocket scientist to know that any pitcher coming from Oakland, pitching in that Coliseum, that their ERA isn't going to seem that inflated. It's going to help a bit. So, we all remember the Sonny Gray situation. If you've been following NYYNEWS.com for quite some time now, I was a big Verlander guy. And I made the same case I made for Frankie Montas. I didn't want that trade either. I wanted Luis Castillo. By the way, Luis Medina is going to be a stud. And, the other pitcher that we traded, Sears, he looks like he's going to have a bright future as well. So, wow. Brian Cashman's legacy as Yankees GM, or just his legacy overall, is at a all-time low. Looks pretty pathetic. Donaldson is still a Yankee. Aaron Hicks is still a Yankee. We all know about the trade that went down with the Twins. One of the most, I'll say, moves that didn't make sense. It looked like it made sense the first half of the season. Yankees were coasting. But then, things happen. Brian Cashman looks like an idiot. Sorry to say. And Frankie Montas needing shoulder surgery. By the way, shout out to my boy Pete, the 780 source, that called it about 11 days ago before anybody. Had a lot of haters getting at him. Oh, Saul season is back. By the way, I know Pete the best. Known the guy for, 17, 18 years now. If Pete says something, that means that he's confident in that information, and he's not going to put it out just to put it out. Pete is a great talker, by the way. The guy knows how to talk. When I say Pete has connections, he has connections. The guy reaches out to everybody and their mother. He knows he could take that as a compliment. I'm not saying he's literally hitting up people's mothers. So, wow. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. An ostrich has a higher GM IQ than Brian Cashman, it seems. Wow. Just wow. It's because it's just common sense. All this prospect hugging. No, but Luis Castillo, wow, that was going to cost a Juan Soto type of deal to get him. No. It's that Brian Cashman does not know how to negotiate. Look how the Twins GM basically sunned Cashman. Yeah, take a 36, 37-year-old Josh Donaldson, old over $50 million. Take IKF, who became, quote-unquote, a fan favorite in New York. That's hilarious. Get a juice head like Ben Roosevelt, whatever his name is, who was injured as well, just as Frankie Montas was damaged goods. Yeah. Is there some sort of collusion between the Athletics and Brian Cashman? Because either Brian Cashman is extremely dumb or there's money happening under the table. Brian Cashman might as well go after Trevor Bauer. He's already ruined his reputation. Ruin it some more. Go after Bauer. What do you have to lose, Brian? Look, realistically, the only move that he made this offseason was going out there and getting Carlos Rodon. And that was basically how. That move was how. Judge and Rodon was how. Brian Cashman. Oh, man. We still have the same team from last season. And this guy, Brian Cashman, came out recently basically saying that, I'm not saying that he said these exact words, but he was referring to Yankees fans as crybabies. And they should be happy that they were 4 games out of reaching the World Series. Even though they got swept by the same team that owns them repeatedly. So, Brian, how are you going to fix this? How are you going to fix this? Your reputation as a Yankees GM has hit an all-time low. That is sad. I'm pretty sure you give the resources and money to some other baseball mind that obviously is smarter than you because, like I said, you, as of now, look like you have the IQ of an ostrich or a goldfish. I'm pretty sure they would do a phenomenal job if they had the resources you had. I guess you have taken all of that for granted because it's boneheaded decision after boneheaded decision. Wow. Yankees fans, again, what do you guys think? Frankie Montas out for the season, knee surgery on that shoulder, which means basically you're never going to see him as a Yankee ever again. He's a free agent after the season. Wow. This has been Felix from NYYNEWS.com. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I will check you out next time.